Kingstonian this afternoon. It's Kingstonian's first ever visit to Rockingham Road, and they're newcomers to the conference as well, but they've made a good start. They're in 5th place. They've scored 16 goals, but they've also conceded 16. The Poppies' defence is as strong as ever, so with both sides looking to get 3 points, it promises to be an exciting afternoon. You stay with us.
And so the Poppies, they're now 5 games without a win, and they'll be looking to try and stop that rot, while Kingstonian are looking to get back on the winning ways themselves. They played in midweek against Farnborough, I think it was. They lost 4-2 in that game, and they've lost 2 on the trot. And here come the Kingstonian side. They're managed by Jeff Chappell, who this week, I understand, was named the Manager of the Era in the awards ceremony held recently to celebrate the non-league directory, which is in its 21st year. But Peter Morris, the Kettering manager, an old adversary of Jeff Chappell, will be looking to try and make sure his players don't make it a happy weekend for Mr. Chappell. Tim Wilkes recalled on the bench. That's a bit of a surprise, but he's impressed in training. While Kingstonian feel Tarkan Mustafa, who they've signed recently from Barnet, an old friend of Rockingham Road, who made a lot of friends while he was playing here a year or so ago. So referee Mr. Jocelyn from Newark ready to get the game underway. The fans waiting and hoping for some goals, but that the goals go in at the Kingstonian end. It's Kingstonian get the game underway, and immediately a free kick awarded to Kettering for a push on Martin Matthews. Adam Sollett, now firmly placed as the first choice goalkeeper, it would seem, gets the ball deep into the Kingstonian half, but Jeff Pitcher there knocking the ball high to Holligan. But the Poppies trying to get forward. It's Kingstonian though who come away with the ball. Pitcher there playing it, loose ball to McNamara. Hone trying a crossfield ball for Phil Brown to chase down. Brown gets that just out of sight there, but gets a good cross in, and there's Matthews. Oh, that's gone for a corner. That was a good chance for Martin Matthews. He's predominantly a right-sided player, right-footed. That felt his left foot, and we can see here that his first touch wasn't quite good enough to get the ball onto his right foot. Good chance for the Poppies, though, to take the lead. They're looking much more productive than they have the last game or two. And here's Matt Fisher playing in Lee Hudson. Got the ball cleared away, but only as far as Matthews. Having a good spell, Matthews here. Another good cross in, but Danny Smith knocks that away, and here's Tarkan Mustafa. We all know about his pace, those who have been following football at Rockingham Road, and he goes past Craig Norman very comfortably there, but closed down by Mark Hone. Plays the ball back to Smith, and it's Pitcher who shoots on the turn, but comfortably saved by Adam Hollett. No real danger there. Pitcher never really had that ball under control. So the Poppies come away again. McNamara looking for the outlet. Oh, he plays well there. Keeps the ball. Oh, that's a nice reverse ball into Carl Adams, but Simon Brown in the Kingstonian goal, alert to that danger, out quickly to gather the ball. The Poppies looking quite bright in this first half. What Peter Morris was asking for, they're delivering. Oh, there's a crude challenge there. Kevin Rattray, the former Woking player, clashing with Brett McNamara, who looks to have taken quite a bad knock. He'll need some treatment for that, and I fancy the Kingstonian player will incur the wrath of the referee, as indeed he does. The first name into the book, and a yellow card for Kevin Rattray. So Craig Norman with the free kick, knocking the ball forward for Lee Hudson, but his header straight to Simon Brown. Kingstonian made a good start to their conference debut. They're in 5th place before today's game, and have scored a lot of goals and impressed a few people with their promising start. Jeff Chappell always manages to put together a good side, but it's the Poppies who are in control at the minute, with McNamara there feeding the ball to Phil Brown. It's an early cross, but Smith again clearing the ball away. Fisher here now, and that's a shot. It's a weak shot from 25 yards. We can see here that Fisher never really had the ball under control, was never really balanced, and Simon Brown could watch that sail past the post. Kingstonian now pressing forward. ball falling to David Leeworthy. Now there's a name anybody involved in league football knows well. Appeals for handball there, not given, and another clash with McNamara, this time involving Jeff Pitcher, and this looks serious for McNamara. He's clutching that left knee. I know that he has had some problems with his ligaments, and there is obviously some concern. The referee very quick to signal for the stretcher. As I was saying, McNamara's had knee ligament trouble already this season, and it looks as if he might have damaged that knee once again, and this is a sorry sight for the Poppies fans. Brett McNamara's already scored 4 goals this season, but it looks fairly obvious he won't take any further part in this game. And we've got the substitution. And Tim Wilkes, out of favour, transfer listed, but given this chance by manager Peter Morris to get back into the reckoning, and Tim Wilkes, I know, is anxious to impress, and he's got a good opportunity this afternoon to do that. But first of all, the Poppies have got to defend this attack that's coming in, and there's Gavin Holligan. He scored against Farnborough on Tuesday, but this time his left foot shot had no power, and Adam Sollett was able to gather that very easily. But it's Kingstonian just having a good spell here. Tim Wilkes about his first touch, and it was a fairly poor header if the truth's known. Fortunately, Jeff Pitcher there from distance blasting the ball over the bar. It would have been a fairly inauspicious start for Tim Wilkes had anything come of that. As it is, the Poppies trying to break away, but Pitcher again influential in midfield for Kingstonian. Nicks that ball from Matt Fisher. Cross from Leeworthy. Oh, those Tarkan Mustafa coming in pretty well unmarked at the far post, but Leeworthy unable to deliver the right sort of cross, and the danger passes as far as the Poppies are concerned. And now we have Carl Adams knocking this free kick in. Lee Hudson, back header, deflected away over the bar for a Kettering corner. On the balance of play in the first half, Kettering have probably created the better chances, although it's been fairly sterile. Punch away from Brown there, and Brown gathers in again from the header back into the box from Carl Adams. As I was saying, Kettering probably having the better of the first half, but goalmouth incident is pretty few and far between. Appeals for handball there, but no play on there. Here's Tim Wilkes now with a chance. That's a good cross in. Oh, and keeper's dropped the ball. There's the Hudson. He must score. But he's miskicked it, and there it is again. Oh, and Colin Luckett clearing the ball off the line. Well, how on earth did that stay out? Lee Hudson will be kicking himself for missing. What a glorious opportunity. Terrible mistake by the goalkeeper. Here we see the cross coming in. No danger at all, and the keeper just drops the ball at Hudson's feet. Seems as if he only has to score. Miss kicks, and there's Colin Luckett able to scramble the ball away. Well, that was easily the best chance Kettering have had, and Peter Morris will be very disappointed that the Poppies aren't a goal ahead by now. As it is, it's Colin Bowden's long ball finds Phil Brown. Phil Brown, now that's nice play, and he crosses in, and there's Hudson again, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He was unmarked on the 6-yard box, and the goal at his mercy. That was a very poor header, so that's 2 chances. Here we can see Phil Brown, a beautiful cross from Brown. Finds Hudson, and he really should have hit the target and scored his second goal in the space of a minute, I suppose. As it was, score still 0-0. And the Poppies build again. There's Fisher. This is Matthews this time. That's a deep cross. There's Tim Wilkes. Oh, that's a goal. Deep in stoppage time. Tim Wilkes, well, he's come back and defied all the odds there. That's a wonderful header. Deep in stoppage time. Poppies fans behind that goal absolutely delighted, but no one more delighted than Tim Wilkes himself. A lovely deep cross from Matthews, and Tim Wilkes rises and beats the goalkeeper. That's a tremendous header. We're into about the 6th or 7th minute of stoppage time, and that goal couldn't have come really at a better time for the Poppies. Half-time fast approaching, and indeed the referee's whistle signals half-time. Tim Wilkes' goal separating the sides, and the Poppies can come out into the second half full of enthusiasm and confidence after what has been a pretty good first half for them.
Pegasus Software, the business accounting and management software provider, is proud to sponsor Northants TV's coverage of the Poppies. Pegasus Software, accounting for your success.
Come to Beacon Bingo, Northampton's premier bingo and entertainment venue. There's big prize money with over 40 chances to win instant cash prizes between £10 and £2,000 every afternoon and evening. And every Saturday and Sunday evening, there's a massive £10,000 of prize money in the pot. Relax in one of our bars with reasonably priced drinks, or enjoy a delicious meal in one of our fantastic restaurants. Our luxurious seating has been designed specifically with your comfort in mind to make every part of the club a delightful area in which to play. Membership is free and you can enjoy regular free cash prize draws and exciting members' offers. Our huge secure car park is free to all members, or you can catch a free bus any afternoon or evening. With regular star cabaret and over £400,000 in prize money to be won each month, we're at your service to make every visit a pleasure. With Beacon Bingo, everyone's a winner.
That was a great run. Let's go home. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. No good you looking in there. At last he's ringing Auto Home. I knew Auto Home would fix it.
Join now. Dial 100 and ask for free phone Auto Home.
Can we go home now, please? I'm starving.
It's all change at Tesco's Western Fable Superstore, giving shoppers the ultimate experience in supermarket shopping. Visit our new health and beauty department. It's even bigger and better than before, offering a comprehensive range of goods for both men and women. Our brand new clothing department stocks an even wider selection of garments and incorporates a superb new fitting area. Clothes for babies, toddlers, children and teenagers, boys and girls, with fashions they'll love. It's all there in Tesco's children's clothing section. There's everything those little hearts could desire in our toy department, from Teletubbies to Rugrats, as well as books, tapes and educational materials. And there's a play area, giving you a moment to relax. We're tops for entertainment with a huge selection of all your favourite cassettes, CDs and videos. Tesco apologise to customers for any inconvenience caused by our refurbishment, but if you can't find just what you want, our friendly staff are always there to point you in the right direction. Tesco at Western Fable, rebuilding today for a better tomorrow. Tesco, every little helps.
Pegasus Software, the business accounting and management software provider, is proud to sponsor Northants TV's coverage of the Poppies. Pegasus Software, accounting for your success.
So Peter Morris, I'm sure, will have asked for more of the same from his team, but before we can get underway, there's some running repairs needed to the net. Robbie Cook, Peter Morris's assistant, managing the work there. Peter Morris doesn't look overly impressed. And the game gets underway again, with Carl Adams knocking the ball forward. The Poppies well in control in the first half. Kingstonian not posing too many threats, and with Tim Wilkes' goal just on the stroke of half-time, the confidence must be high in the red and black camp. But it's Kingstonian trying to clear their lines and pushing the ball forward. Here the Poppies defending in numbers though, and clever play by Mark Hone to knock the ball back to Adam Sollett, who clears away, but the ball back into the danger area, and Martin Matthews penalised for what looked to be a fairly innocuous challenge, but the referee deciding that it warranted a booking, which the Poppies could do without. The disciplinary record has to be taken into account. Pitch with the free kick for Adam Sollett under no pressure, no danger at all from what might have been a dangerous situation early in the second half. The Poppies need to consolidate. And they'll try to do that with Phil Brown knocking the ball forward. Lee Hudson trying to get the better of Colin Luckett, but Luckett clearing the ball away, and it's knocked on. But Poppies back in possession. They're playing with much more authority than of late, and Carl Adams amongst those who's putting in a good performance this afternoon. But the Poppies still not able to force too many goal-mouth incidents. But here's Matthews now with a good chance to get a cross in. Doesn't, but at the second attempt the ball deflected, but only into the arms of Simon Brown. Martin Matthews has impressed this afternoon. He's one of Peter Morris's signings from King's Lynn in the close season, and he's beginning to look the part. Tarkan Mustafa has in the past as well, but he finds himself running up a blind alley there. Luckett's the outlet, and he knocks the ball in, but Adam Sollett, who too is growing in confidence under no pressure at all there, he gets the ball out quickly to Carl Adams, who Finds Phil Brown. Phil Brown looking to release Lee Hudson. Hudson cutting back inside. Early cross needed now, and it comes in. There's Tim Wilkes. Anybody on the end of it? No, Martin Matthews trying to get the ball in, but the Kingstonian defence able to clear the ball away. And there's Holligan feeding the ball to Mustafa. Mustafa in space. Here comes Paul Cox. My goodness me, what a wonderful tackle that was against his old teammate. Phil Brown now, and Matthews pushing the ball forward. But two Poppies players offside there. The crowd nevertheless appreciating the good open football that Kettering are playing now. Kingstonian finding it difficult to create anything worthwhile, and the Poppies defence holding firm. As it is, it's lucky it knocks the ball away. Mark Honin there, he's had a good game today, but that was a bad ball from Matthews, giving Pitcher the chance, but equally Paul Cox has been a tower of strength in the Poppies defence, anticipating that well, and finds Tim Wilkes with a lovely ball. Tim Wilkes trying to get an early cross in, but the ball hitting the Kingstonian defender, going away for a corner. Lovely play from Paul Cox there. He's having a tremendous season for the Poppies. Carl Adams with the corner, knocks it in deep, and the ball headed away by Tarkan Mustafa, and Mustafa again clearing the danger. But the Poppies streaming forward now at every opportunity. Tim Wilkes in the thick of things with a lovely ball in there to Phil Brown. Phil Brown's cross. Anybody on the end of it? Yes, it's Tim Wilkes himself, and the ball is a strong header cleared off the line. Tim Wilkes is having a wonderful afternoon. Matt Fisher here. He's had a quiet time, but he gets a cross into a dangerous position. Phil Brown unable to control the ball, but the Poppies now having all the territorial advantage, and Kingstonian finding it difficult to break out their own half, let alone put the Poppies goal under any pressure. They're confined now to the speculative long balls upfield, which Colin Bowden has no trouble defending. But as it is, Kingstonian realising they've got to try and get something out of this game, pushing forward. There's a dangerous cross in, and Tarkan Mustafa at the far post coming in there unmarked. Never known to be the best header of the ball. He was unable to get anything on that, but that was dangerous. Jeff Chappell now deciding that the time has come to make a double substitution. Leeworthy and Smith coming off. They're being replaced by Scott Corbett and Joe Francis. It's the last throw of the dice, really, as far as Jeff Chappell's concerned. Kingstonian pushing forward now. There's a good cross in. Solid able to get the ball away. Fierce shot in there from Tarkan Mustafa, and that poleaxe, Craig Norman, took that full in the face, and he's gone down there. And there's quite a lot of concern here amongst the Poppies players. Not quite so much concern amongst the fans, but Craig Norman, he's a tough old boot, and he's back on his feet, shake of the head, and he'll join the fray again. Lee Hudson won't, though. He's substituted for Aidy Hayes. Peter Morris deciding to bolster up the midfield and try and hold on to this one-goal lead, which in truth the Poppies have earned this afternoon. The game drawing to its end here, and Tarkan Mustafa beating Aidy Hayes quite comfortably for pace there. Danger for the Poppies. 87 minutes played now. And there's a header back in. It's a danger. Oh, and Rattray onto the bar, and Martin Matthews able to clear the danger away. The Poppies defence all over the place, and that was Kingstonian's best chance. They were very close to getting the equaliser there. There's another corner coming in. That's punched away by Solid, and Carl Adams clears the danger, but the Poppies really are in danger of throwing away a game that they've had well under control. Tarkan Mustafa pushing the ball forward again. Kingstonian cross, another cross coming in. The Poppies defence under far, but able to get that ball away. Carl Adams slowing the play down, bringing in Aidy Hayes. That's good football from Adams. Gives the Poppies a chance to just consolidate and try and run the clock down to secure the 3 points. Knocking the ball around now well after those few moments of panic. There's a long ball through by Craig Norman to Tim Wilkes. Tim Wilkes in the thick of things again, kicking the ball well into touch to relieve the pressure as far as the Poppies are concerned. Kingstonian desperate to try and get the ball forward, but it's Craig Norman this time knocking it forward to Phil Brown in complete isolation. What's he going to do here? He turns into the box. Oh, he's brought down. That must be a penalty. Yes, it is. That was good play by Phil Brown. He's an experienced player. He was going nowhere, just turns into the box and goes past the defender. It was Mark Harris, the Kingstonian defender, brought him down. Craig Norman doesn't miss, and he doesn't again. That's the second goal for the Poppies. But now the referees decided for some reason that the kick's got to be retaken. Craig Norman not impressed by that. He's got an unblemished record with his penalties. Will it carry on? No trouble at all. That's his fourth penalty this season. Deep into stoppage time, and that secures the point surely for the Poppies. 2-0 they lead now, and what a good time to get that penalty. Craig Norman, 4 out of 4 this season. It's a very long time since he missed from the spot. And so Kingstonian now, it looks dead and buried, and indeed they are. Poppies fans are jubilant. That's another 3 points in the bag. It got the Poppies back on a winning trail. Peter Morris will be more than satisfied with this performance. The Poppies have played very well this afternoon. Goals from Tim Wilkes and Craig Norman from the penalty spot give a final scoreline here. Kettering 2, Kingstonian 0.
Although we made pretty hard work of it, we've had 2 or 3 glorious chances. But we've battled on and battled through, and not the prettiest. But that must give them a little bit of confidence, especially to play here, where you've got to win most of your own games. No, it's going away from home and winning and coming here and not performing. This is where the fans want to see you play, at Rockingham Road.
So 3 good points for the Poppies against tough opponents in Kingstonian, and they're back on their winning ways.